So I woke up this morning and I was browsing Twitter and I came across a crazy story that I still can't completely wrap my head around, but it is a woman by the name of Bonnie Blue, who is an OnlyFans creator. And she basically said that she sleeps with teenagers and 18-year-olds in order to teach them better about sex.
Because I'd been in such a long-term relationship before, you get used to how to pleasure that one person and what they, enjoy, as opposed to how to pleasure different people and reach their different needs.
So you started OnlyFans?
Yes.
And it was just normal, just a few interactions here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So where does that go from a couple of interactions to, oh, I'm going to sleep with 158 men or however many it was in a few weeks?
So it started off, obviously, I realised I was posting these videos pretending I'm having an amazing time, and that's false. And it was fake, and it was fake storylines. I'd, be dressed up, or they was pre-scripted. And also you discuss consent, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, all off camera. And if you're switching positions, that's all edited out. So I was like, I'm posting these videos and it's not either relatable and it's also in a way fake, because that is not how it happened, on the day. So it's like, I want my content to be more relatable and realistic to people, and also educational.
So that's why so when was your first decision to have so many people at such a short space of time?
So I started going to events like Freshers, Spring Break, and there's one in Australia called Schoolies, which is a high volume of sort of 18-year-old people in, I guess, a small time frame. So I was like, if I could go and sleep with as many people as I could, not only do I educate those I sleep with, but also I get a video that can educate the wider audience, and obviously I can monetize off that.
I see, but when you say educate, what do you mean? What are you teaching people?
School. You learn about sex education at school, but it tends to be from like a middle-aged teacher who just talks about STDs and says if you have unprotected sex, you're going to get pregnant. And then it goes to people learning online from adult sites, which could be anything from a schoolgirl dressed up, which keeps, playing the innocent game, saying, no, I don't want it. It then leads to them bent over the table and it goes into sort of like a rough scene. So that can be very misleading. And like, what do people learn from that? Like, I'm not saying those scenes are wrong, but there needs to be something that bridges the gap from sex education at school to these videos online, which can blur the line of consent. So I was like, I want to make content that people can watch, can relate to it, but also can learn. So it's when I sleep with students, or barely legal, as I've said and the media have said, it shows me discussing consent with them. It shows me saying to them, this is what I enjoy, this is what I don't enjoy. And it also gives them an opportunity to tell me what they like. And sort of, I guess, use me as a guinea pig. Trial what you like and what you want to do. So when you go to the next person, you know exactly how to pleasure them and, how to receive pleasure as well.
Every time I scroll through Twitter and I find a crazy story to talk about, I feel like the first thing that goes through my mind is, this can't be real life. Like, I'm dreaming right now. I wake up and I scroll Twitter so much that I'm just starting to dream about it and all these weird stories. And then I realize I'm actually awake and this is actually happening. And it's really confusing to me because, well, first of all, it's weird. I mean, I guess she can legally do it because she's not breaking any laws. It's just odd that you would come forward and say that. And her reasoning behind it is also really odd. I just feel like if that's what she wants to do, she should just be honest and be like, I like sleeping with 18-year-olds. Just say that. Don't kind of create this story around it that you're teaching them things, especially when you're saying, I'm teaching them about consent. I'm teaching them things that are going to help them in life, because what they see on the hub and everything is not really realistic. But then at the same time, she has tweets that say this. She says, this Sunday, 300 cocks and 1.5 liters of white stuff. And I guess it just kind of confuses me, because if you're saying that you're trying to educate the younger audience to understand sex and understand how to approach women and approach sexual situations in the right way, and then you tweet stuff like that and also have videos like this.
Hi.
So basically, we're looking for a train.
Yeah.
We want to do a big scene. We want to be bent over and we want you to go one after the other in us.
Yeah.
But if you say you're struggling with it, we'll get on our knees, you go in a circle and cover us. Yeah, you all come in?
Yeah.
You all got ID with you? Yeah. Okay, come on then.
I'm not really sure exactly what you're teaching people. It doesn't really seem to add up. Like, I feel like they're two completely different ends of the same topic. And I also found this, which I only took a picture because it gets extremely wild, but it's her walking up to TSA being searched and then they basically take advantage of her and have sex with her, and there is no consent, there is no anything. It's just one of the scenes that she was kind of just putting down. So I'm not really sure how that falls in line with you wanting to teach people about consent and the right things. It's like if someone was a DARE teacher and they're teaching kids to stay away from drugs, but then the kids get out of class, they walk down the street and they see the teacher with a bunch of people smoking crack. Like, you're not really teaching anything. You're leading by example, and your actions are saying the complete opposite. And I feel like all of this is not really meant to be serious. I think that she's saying it and trying to present it as if it's something that she's really trying to do. But in all reality, I think she's just trying to bring more people to her OnlyFans. That would be my guess. And for anyone that wasn't aware, the video that I showed with her and the other girl answering the door and trying to bring all those guys inside to run a train, that's Lily Phillips. That's the girl that just slept with 100 guys and was a hot topic just a little while ago, and she's now going for 1,000 guys. And apparently, based on the tweet of her saying she's doing 300, like, they're in competition. They're trying to sleep with as many men in the same day as possible. And I feel like this goes completely against the whole, I'm just trying to teach the youth how to handle things the right way. You are full of shit. And me making this video is probably not even good either, because I'm bringing more attention to it. And inevitably, as much as people are probably going to agree that this is weird, there's still going to be people that are going to go to her OnlyFans and pay money to see what's on that site because they may have saw this video or came across other people talking about it. And so you're kind of just in a spot. There's no way really around it. And I'm blown away, man. This is the internet these days. 2024, 2023. It's been a wild, like, 6 years at this point. Like, we can't even just pin it on 1 year. It's just been a really wild time. Now, all that aside, the way that I found this was a tweet that was calling her out for the video that I showed you in the beginning. And one of the response tweets, it was really weird to me. Somebody by the name of Roscoe Smith IV decided to tweet and say, bet she still listens to Taylor Swift. I have a theory about middle-aged Swifties. I don't understand how you see this. And the first thing you think is, she must listen to Taylor Swift. This is somebody that clearly just does not like Taylor Swift, and any time that they could find a place where they can pin it on her, they're going to do that. Like, I can't imagine that I saw this thread and the first thing I think is, shh, must be a fan of Taylor Swift. That just tells me that you hate that woman so much that you are going to try to pin something on her that has literally nothing to do with her. She's not mentioned in it. Like, there's nothing on this woman's Twitter page that has anything to do with Taylor Swift. You just decided to include her in this for absolutely no reason. That's just mad weird. I don't know. I saw that and I wanted to add that to this video because it really confused me. But I don't know. This whole shit just really odd. But that's the internet these days, I guess. This is the OnlyFans era, and this is what we get from it. So let me know what you guys thought down below. I just saw that and wanted to talk about it quick. I will catch you in the next one, homies. Who you know that's been a star like this? I barge right in. I play whatever cards I get. I'm at the top because losing ain't the part I live. I marked my hit, and now I'm about to spark my clip. It's like... niggas getting mad at the change. They mad cause they couldn't do the shit that they claim. They've been trying it for years. Well, I'm back from the grave and I already passed where you at in a day. I'm in God mode. They've been saying that I'm not though. But if we check out the comparison, we not close. I'm in a whole different league than y'all. I seen the fall, avoided it and reached across. I'm like the next to blow, the rest should know. I put the pieces all together like a Tetris Pro. I'm in the back with your girl, nigga, X and O's. Holding L's, gotta be the only flex you own. I've been crash course shooting, it's the man whore movement. I'm just trying to live my life while you fast forward through it.